Well, it's been a while. I put us on Spotify and everything. Well, not just Spotify, but I put us on a podcast platform. Just anything that we started this year, nothing in the past.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay.
So we're not just on YouTube. You can see us, right? But if you want, people can hear us too. That's, if
So
they
now,
choose to.
so now I can go back and replay and listen to our podcast when
Yeah.
I'm driving.
When you're driving, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
There's
Awesome.
five other ones, but like if you put it on one, it does it on all of them. There's Spotify, there's a Google podcast. Let me see. I'll tell you the names right now. It's pretty cool. And I'm gonna take us to the past. I got something to show you guys. Let's see. Available on like 6 platforms. So Anchor. Have you guys heard of Anchor? Anchor is by Spotify. No.
No.
No, never heard of it.
There's one called Breaker, Google Podcast, Pocket
Huh?
Cast, Radio Public, and Spotify.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's the only ones I know. So hey, before we start, right, I want to show you guys this because I was looking through my old shit, right? Let's see if you guys can see what this is. Do you guys don't know what this is?
Oh yes, card.
Yes.
Yeah, you
So
guys
am I.
do. Yes, cards, right?
Yeah.
I have a whole
Yeah.
bunch of these.
How do you get a whole bunch of those?
Cause in the '90s, I went back to Hong Kong. Look, look how much I have.
嘛，
I have others too.
都唔周圍嘛。
I have others too. Just I start on the 2 page, Wang Fei.
Wow.
Not just
Hey,
girls.
this
Okay?
actually they might worth some money.
Yeah, I was like, where the hell would I
Yeah.
sell these if they weren't worth money? I have yes cards from the 90s.
That's crazy.
So, whew, I don't know how. 30 years ago, right? Almost 30 years ago. Nostalgia.
That's crazy, man.
There's also, I don't know who else have yes cards from back in the day.
I just recently threw away all those comic books that
You
I
did?
brought from Hong Kong.
You got
Yeah,
from Hong Kong?
back in 93, 94 when I first moved here. I had a whole bunch. Remember, I had all these like full sets of Xiu Lan Mou Zhang. Remember that?
Yeah.
That they actually make a TV show for it
Wow.
because the comic was kind of famous.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I have all that stuff. I just threw them away probably 3 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah. They were just sitting on top of on one of the shelves in my closet. It was just in there forever.
So you
So
were
I'm like,
cleaning?
man, I never touched. Oh yeah, it was dusty too. And then I found my math book. Back in when I was in Form 2, Form 3.
Wow. Form
That's
2,
like the
Form 3.
eighth and ninth grade here, right?
Yeah,
We call
8th
it
and
Form
9th
2,
grade, yeah.
Form 1, Form 2, Form 3.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that because I'm not from,
Yeah.
Form 1, Form 2, so it's 8th grade and 9th grade.
No, Form 1 is
Right.
8.
8, okay.
No, Form 1 is 7.
Oh, so after you get out of public or elementary school, 6th grade to Form 1.
Yeah, right. So, yeah. Form 1, 2, 3 are not so serious. It's serious. And then Form 4 was 10,
10.
and then Form 6 is graduate.
Oh, so
You graduate
12th grade,
high
yeah.
school. So 12th grade. So what was it? 中四, Form 4, Form 5, and Form 6.
What do they call it in Taiwan, Cody? When you after 6th grade, what do you call that? Do you know?
中学一国一国一. I'm trying to remember what the term is.
Yeah, but you said
Like,
middle school.
Middle school is like you got middle school like 1, 2, 3, right? And then you
Yeah.
go to high school 1, 2, 3.
Oh, so
So
1, 2,
it's
3, 7,
not.
8, 9, 10,
So
11.
over here, high school is 4 years, right?
Yeah.
It's different in Taiwan. 3 years.
Yes, 3 years. And what Calvin said, Form 4 is 10, 11, 12. So it's just the last 3 years of before you go to college. So universal is
Yes.
the same thing until you get to college. Okay. All right. So we haven't talked for 3 weeks, right? So there's a lot of stuff that we talk over our Facebook chat that I want to bring up. The first thing I want to bring up is the immigration thing. I think Cody was it Cody that showed us that video? Like it was border patrol, right? And then these kids, I think they're teenagers. They don't know how to swim and they drown, and then
That
nobody
was
saved them.
me.
Oh, that was you, and nobody saved them.
Yeah. So what happened was, I kind of read a little bit. They said that they were swimming over, and then the border patrol was there, so they tried to escape, so they come back around, or something like that. They were just stuck in between, not landing to the U.S. side because the patrol were there,
Uh-huh.
but at the same time, I don't know why they jumped into the water, but apparently they were drowning, and the guy who was filming was just saying, "Look, these kids are drowning, and those guys are just standing there watching."
So why is that guy filming? Why didn't he save them?
Exactly.
So he could just film this and then not save the kids.
uh, I don't know. Something's wrong with the water. Maybe the water was, too quick.
Oh,
They
okay.
have those, what do you call those? Those underwater waves. What do you call those? The
Uh,
the stream.
yeah, I don't know what you call them. I
I
know you
forgot. I
refer to
forgot what's the
the
term.
current, right?
The
The
current.
current
Yeah, yeah,
changes,
yeah.
yes.
The underneath the water, like what you see above the water
Yeah, you
is
can't see, yeah.
different than what's under. Yeah.
So obviously, the popular thought amongst all of us is like, that's messed up, right? That nobody saved these kids, even especially Border Patrol, right? So my other thought
Maybe.
is that I didn't put on
Wait.
chat because I want to talk about this. Is I think they kind of did the right thing by not saving them, not because like they didn't want them to come over, right? But the job description is, no, if those Border Patrol people save them, right? It sends them a message like, hey, even if you drown, right, they will save you and get you across the border. That's what I thought. My thought was. Think about the North and South Korea situation. Let's just say like if the North Korean or vice versa South Korean see some people suffering on the other side, right? They're not gonna help them out. But the right thing, the right
Uh,
moral thing to do is, yeah, you go save them, even if you don't know how to swim. Well, maybe not that.
I think just up to
I
the person if they want to break the rule, right? Like,
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of time
it.
we don't do the things because we have certain rules to follow. But sometimes if you want to value those rules or your moral value, right? You want to see which one's more important.
Right.
Personally, would you go save it?
Me? Well, yeah, of course I would, because I know how to swim. But then if I never,
I don't
I
know
don't
how
know
to
the
swim, so I
rules of,
wouldn't.
yeah. So I don't know what the border patrol does, but just personally, yes. But then I don't know where they stand from. If you work at a job, like kind of like when we work retail, they told us not to chase the people stealing, right? You let the
Yeah.
loss
Yes.
prevention guys as that. So that would be the same thing. Like, hey, you see this guy stealing? How come you don't go after him? If it was me, right, I would go after him. Yeah. See, I just
as a federal employee standpoint, uh,
we have license to
when
kill.
when you add out the line out of your job description,
Okay.
you hold a lot more accountability than what your job is. What if you save him and then you broke his arm? Yeah, you save him, but
Oh,
then you shoot,
and yeah,
right?
liable.
That yeah, yeah, your liabilities are a lot. It's outside of your job description. So you're doing something that you're not
Right.
supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Saving life, but border patrols, the job duty is not to save life.
No, it's to patrol the border. Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. I mean, you can say, oh, that's fucked up. That's inhumane. Blah blah blah, whatever. So who know what the situation is of it?
Yeah.
I mean, I post that video just to show you guys.
Oh yeah, it's pretty messed
But
up. So yeah, I think you're right.
yeah,
From what I saw, like some even like you know how when they say like, hey, someone is choking or whatever, like is there a doctor in the house? Some doctors are not even going to save those people now because they could be sued. See
yeah,
what I mean?
fucking stupid,
Yeah.
man. You know?
Yeah, lawsuit.
Yeah.
So what is the right thing to? Maybe you shouldn't do the right thing. Did you guys
Well,
hear
if
about?
there
Yeah.
if there's no stupid consequences like that, I mean, like fucking come back and beat your ass
Yeah.
bullshit, you know, then there is a lot more things people will do,
Oh.
including my line of work. A lot of things, not it's not I cannot do. It's what will happen if
Just
you take advantage of my kindness, you know.
I
Um,
know.
so I chose to, they call me asshole. You all you want, It's just I can do, you know. I have to protect myself.
Yes. Isn't that messed up though? When where I mean, China is always kind of like that, right? Like, I mean, I know Chinese people have a rule like, hey, if you, if you do the right thing, right, they're gonna come back to you like, well, you must have done something for you to do the right thing. Like, I think I heard a story about like somebody kicked their old lady out of the bus, right, and then the guy saw that happen, so he trying to help this old lady, and then they bit him in the ass about like, the official saying like, well, you must have done something wrong too then if you want to help this old lady. The thought
I've
process is
never
that,
heard this.
oh, so the thought process is like you wouldn't want to do something good until you did something bad. Yeah.
Where'd you
That's
heard
that's
that?
Oh,
so
it's
sad.
from another YouTube channel. It's this white guy, right? From China Uncensored. Like, he has a YouTube channel and he does like a lot of
Uh-huh.
these Chinese stories. Because he's in America. He's in New York. Yeah, but then it's just the
Is he
government
Asian?
situation. No, he's not Asian.
He's not Asian.
No, but he's covering like these Chinese stories that they're trying to cover up. They could cover over there, but then he's telling you the truth over there. Dude, it's a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm thinking like that thought process is crazy, right? Like, I guess from me to me, like, you don't want to be anybody of good conscience at all. Just mind your own business. This is the way, right?
You know, don't we have a saying in Chinese? 各人之守門前雪,
What does that
something
mean?
like that. When you shuffle the snow in the winter, you only shuffle your front door. I mean, that's basically what is, the moral of us, mind your own goddamn business,
Oh, just worry about yourself.
Yeah, just mind your own business. I don't know if that has anything to do. I mean, if that applied to what that guy was talking about, but I honestly never heard of that. You know, we always, I think in our culture, we always have this kindness thing. I mean, it really depends on the situation. If you see an old woman got kicked out of the bus or land her ass on the ground,
Yeah,
I
I don't
mean,
know.
a lot of people will go pick her up.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think it has anything to do with, oh, I've done something wrong, so I have to do something good to
Yes,
cover.
that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing.
Uh, a lot of back then in our 90s when we,
Younger.
積陰德, that's what it is.
Oh, young
So
duck. Yeah,
you understand that
I do.
term? 積陰德 is like do something, do good deeds, so you will have a better life after.
Well, for you,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't know if that's superstitious.
Well, coming to like building
Good
on
karma.
well,
Good karma. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't believe in
Good
karma.
karma. Yeah.
But
Good karma. Yeah.
Bill, going
So
on to minding your own business, right? Like, you just worry about yourself. It goes to that Subway video. Like, that was it the black guy beating up an Asian kid?
the Chinese man. Yeah.
Yeah. So nobody helped, right? Like, would like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I don't know if I can speak for all of us. I guess in that situation, in that place, right, you don't want to get involved because it has nothing to do with you.
I don't know if a couple Asian guys jump in and try to help that Asian man, then the rest of the train is black people gonna jump in and help that black man.
Yeah. So is it like a race war when you say it like that?
It would probably turn into something like that,
So so are you saying that
we
everybody
want
on
we
the
want
train know what's going on, so that's why nobody helps because they don't want to
we don't
escalate
know
this
what's
even worse?
going on. All we got was
The video.
the beginning of the video.
Hmm.
What would you do, Cody? You jump in?
How old was this people?
I
I don't
think I
know.
will jump in if
If you were by
as long
yourself.
as I can, save life. I think I will jump in.
So it was,
You jump in to help that Asian man?
would
Yeah.
I? Yeah, Cody. How
Would
old
would
was this
would
guy?
you?
Well, I didn't see the video. Like, was it an old guy or they just? I can't even see who's fighting who. I just saw this title like,
Uh,
oh, guy beat up an
there
Asian person, right?
there wasn't a clean shot of
No.
how old the Asian man was, but from the outfit, I think he's young, 20,
Oh,
20 something.
okay.
Looks like he has a bag in his hand, so looks like he went shopping.
So are we jumping to
And
the conclusion is the stop Asian hate thing, or was he?
I don't know. I think it's a robbery
Oh, so you.
because after he got beat up, that dude took the bag and left.
So maybe he beat him up, then took his bag, or maybe that guy took the black guy's bag in the first place.
So yeah, we don't have anything
Yeah,
in
we don't have. We
before,
don't know.
you know.
So it doesn't even have to be with like COVID-19. He could just be like, "Hey, what's
Mm.
up?" And then like they got into an argument and they fight. But then that could be pushed into the stop Asian hate thing.
The other thing is how old is that video though?
Yeah, I
It
don't
could
know.
be film fucking 10 years
Oh,
ago,
10 years
and
ago, and they probably
but
show
you
it
know, and then they just post it now just to
and more
push
fuel.
more hate crime. You know, I don't know. I just feel that why none of this expose the service until
Until now.
we've been the nation, we as a race that we are pretty quiet about majority of the like anything that basically happened around us. And why suddenly like they trying to bring us involved into this? What has it just? Do you think black and white's not enough? Now you want to get the mix, in the mix,
Like we're
and
next to I guess next to talk about
you
like
know,
Black Lives Matter now, Yellow Lives Matter.
yeah. I just don't. I just think that this is this is not normal. This is abnormal.
At
I
this
never
time.
like same thing with the Black Lives Matter thing. They we never had this stuff until like this
Recently,
video never show until recent.
the subway video you're referring to.
Not only just subway video,
Or
all
any all of
everything,
them.
all credit, like the how the police killed this guy, how the police killed that guy, how all this stuff. Dude, come on, man. It's been going on for like 10 fucking 20 years.
Or more
Why
than
are you
that,
trying to talk about it?
well,
You
because
know?
now we have video.
Yeah. You know? Why you want to talk about it now? You know?
Hmm. You
I
guys
just
also talk
that's
about
what I think.
something on the chat that I didn't want to talk about until now. Is like, have you experienced um, is it discrimination or you talking about like to COVID? Because Cody was talking about a younger experience because he was talking about when he was working at Oshman's, if that's still around.
Oh,
Have you guys
No,
experienced
they closed
recently?
down already.
Yeah.
no, I never experienced any. I
Not
actually
recently.
experienced.
No.
No.
Nah, not recently. No.
You think because we're in Texas and it's tough to say because he could be packing? Like if we're in a state like New York, right? There's a high chance that they might not be carrying a gun because it's not legal to. But in Texas, it's hard to tell. Like you don't want to just mess with people because he can shoot you. Like those, you know
So
what? You know how
so
I compare
in a
this?
way, are you supporting the Second Amendment here?
No. So you know what
You
I'm
basically you
thinking
just
is
say
just
I'm
hard to
afraid
mess with
that I'm
people.
gonna get
Yeah,
yeah
I'm
I'm
afraid you
afraid
might
that
get
I'll get
shot.
shoot
Yeah,
because this get shot because these people are carrying.
right. Because
So
you've seen those
therefore
YouTube videos,
less
right?
crime.
So you've seen those YouTube videos where people pranking, like scaring people like in a clown suit and then they chase them. And a lot of
Hmm.
times those are in European countries like in Spain, France, German, right? Because you can't do that shit in Texas. Because if you do that shit in Texas, right, that person's going to get shot.
Oh
You know?
yeah,
That's why
real fast.
you can't do that kind of prank shit. You can do it in other countries, but you can't do it in Texas, obviously.
You get shot by just walking up to people's house.
So I guess in a way you're right, Calvin. Maybe I am supporting the Second Amendment for the Asians in Texas, because you never seen that story
Only
in
Asians.
Texas, right? Like, it's only in New York or California that they can't carry guns.
Yeah, maybe that has something to do. Like I
Yeah,
did mention about why all this coming from New York and California. Maybe because they are not allowed to carry.
they're not allowed to carry, and also there's a higher population of Asians over there,
And
right?
you know, in Texas, I'm not only not I don't mess with people. I worry about being shot so much that I won't even tell gay people on the road. They cut
Oh.
me off, I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed, but I won't even honk him because they could be packed. I don't know, you know? What if I got so fucking pissed and he stopped the car? What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Bitch out and fucking take off, you know? then then the guy's just gonna
Hey,
laugh at me,
it
right?
happened.
Or I yeah,
What you say,
it
Cody?
happened
Somebody
to
got
you.
shot from that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
think it
he
was on the
stopped,
news
right?
not too long
So
ago.
if both fucking stop, then the other guy who has a gun, no. Also, you want beef, right? So I'm gonna fucking, you know, that's breakfast. So you
Yeah.
know, in a way, that's why I support Second Amendment, to be honest, because of this. Even though I'm scared, I mean, you know, we say a knife is a sword has both
Double
sides
edged sword.
sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, double-edged sword.
Yeah.
So you can shoot me. I mean, in a way, that means I can defend myself too.
Yeah.
You know, so if I worry about that's gonna happen, that means I'm capable of defending myself as well.
Yeah. You just never know, especially in this state.
Yeah,
Not that Texas is
but
bad. It's just like
but this
it's hard
whole
to tell.
yeah. So yeah, in a way, you answer my question. I always wonder why it's only California and New York. Yeah, maybe because they can't deal with.
Yeah, they can carry, and then it's just more. It's
Yeah,
just easier to see. Like, I mean, like I don't even know. Compare Asian population from Texas to either of the coastal cities or coastal states. I don't know. I'm not. Sometimes I wonder what are we doing in Texas? How come we're not in one of Canada, California, New York? Like those two states are always popular with Asians. Is it because it's a I don't know. I have no idea why there's so many of us in California and New York. I have a joke about it,
that's
but I
where
don't know
everything
why.
started.
Just when they
That's
come,
where everything started, man.
San Francisco or New
They
York.
they build a train and digging like gold, mining gold and shit. Those are all in California.
Oh, for the West Coast, yeah. But for the East
Hmm.
Coast, I guess we come from boat. So once we land, we're here to stay because we're in America.
Yeah. And New York's just one of the biggest city, and so I guess they will, you know, either California. I mean, there was nothing in between, right? Back then, I don't know.
I don't know.
So
I mean, like, well, I haven't done any studies. I don't even know if there's any studies out there. Like, hey, where do Asians go when they come to the U.S.? Oh, New York. What's the second place? Oh, we don't go anywhere else because our goal is to get to America, right? Once we hit land, we win. We don't need to explore. That's my joke. All right. Once we hit land, right, we win. America is freedom. Why we need to explore? We're already here.
you don't want to explore more freedom. Yeah.
What is the explore more
It's,
freedom?
there's more freedom. It's on top of the freedom.
I can only say whatever I want here. That's freedom enough. Well, you gotta slow down. We are very submissive, okay? Explore more freedom. We talk about this many times. They're like, it's just to escape communism. It's just basically we're afraid of China.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just China,
everybody's
right?
afraid of China.
Yeah. And now, like, was it Cody that brought up a good point? Like, you should learn Mandarin now because now business are done in Chinese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. I mean, those feels like the U.S. is still living at its peak time, which is back in the 90s. Everything still remains in that stage.
The
I mean, that's
90s.
how I feel about the U.S. I
Well,
mean, besides the internet, or there's a more different, faster cell phone. I don't. I mean, no, actually, not even that. Like cell phone technology, other countries are way more advanced than here.
what do you mean by that? Like,
We
connectivity?
we did the SIM card thing. We were like 4 years or 5 years behind from the Asia, right? We were still using what do you call those
Oh, I don't know.
PCS phone? Yeah, PCS, like the phone that already you cannot change the SIM card. The phone is the phone that is stuck with one company.
Okay.
But while that's um what year is that?
When did we get SIM card phone? Was it late 90s? I remember my Nokia had a SIM card, like the biggest one they had.
I was using a SIM card with voice stream. The first ever. They're the first one who got phone with the SIM card. That's back in probably 99,
Wow,
99.
99.
But Hong Kong was already been doing that probably 94, 95.
Do you think they do that
So
to us, because they can make more money later? Kind of like we're holding the internet, right? There's really no need to
GPS
put a limit.
technology. GPS technology has been using for a long time before it was released to the civilian. Uh,
Oh,
yeah. I think the internet as well. The FBI has been using that shit, something like that.
I think it's a money
Um,
thing.
yeah. Even all this like why they so anti going back then when they first started with the electronic engine or some shit like that.
Yeah, just money.
Uh, yeah, because who's gonna buy the oil? You know, right? And I heard a story. I'm not 100% sure about that. I never really dig so deep into it. Some Japanese guy or some other country person built an engine that used water, right?
Yeah.
And U.S. invite him over to talk about this design. And while he was in U.S., he was assassinated. And
What
then that
timing?
design, that engine of the design, the blueprint of that design, it's now somewhere in the U.S. store, locked up and shit.
Well, let's just say not
Yeah.
everybody can understand that math though. Let me look at this. Japanese man engine using water. Let me check this story out.
This back in the 18 or like late 1800s. It was long time ago.
Oh, it was a long
I mean,
time ago. Oh, it's just
that
a.
was the that was the story. I don't know. I never really tried to find out how much is the truth.
Well, yeah. I mean, I hear stories about a guy find a way to run an engine through corn oil too. So who knows what to believe? Okay, it's whatever they want us to believe. It's state control media.
Hey, the Back to the Future engine used trash. Remember?
Yes, I do remember.
You just fucking put trash in there and then that shit
And then
start
it'll
running.
run. It's recyclable. Yes.
Yeah, just put a fucking banana skin in it.
I need fuel. Yes. It's just a good fantasy. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a company actually doing that.
Using trash.
Turn unlimited waste into unlimited energy.
Wow.
But I don't know how credible their technology is, so you can. The company is called Blue Sphere.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of energy? Like to power lights, or you talking about running a car, or something low first?
Uh, no, is that for electricity?
Yeah, yeah. For
Turn,
electricity.
turn, basically turning trash into energy, right?
Wow.
But I mean, I look at the company website. I was like, okay, it sounds great, but I don't know how credible their information is.
Are they doing it in the U.S. or a third world country? Have you read about that?
No, I think it's a U.S. company.
Really? Because Bill Gates trying to do the thing where you burn waste and then turn it into drinkable water, but he's doing it in the third world.
Hey.
Like know how you do it? You
Yeah.
whatever trash they have, right? They burn it. They burn
Mhm.
it naturally, so that creates energy, and the steams from that thing, right, is drinkable water. I'm I'm probably not explaining
With
the
a little
best.
bit with a little bit of smell and taste.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It
yeah. Oh,
just
turning
tastes like
in
Yeah,
the
this is a
it just
waste.
company.
tastes like shit, but it's
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah, it's clean. Turning endless waste into endless energy.
Wow, that's interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I don't know. I think this company still need to like.
Get
I haven't heard much
investors.
about this company, but I just came across it.
You
Yeah, but
know,
if they become successful with this, that can be a big thing for this era.
yeah.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
so let me tell you an idea I told John a long time ago, okay? Like I like this like a lot. Like, we always have trash, right? Well, how do we get rid of it? We turn into energy. Well, that sounds good. So the other thing was probably in the mid 2000s, right, when I was hanging out with John and we talk about space travel, right, and all these landmines. Right now we have a whole, all those. Remember those old computer monitors that we have, the CRT monitors? Where do those go? Do they burn them and we use them in any way?
What do you
I'm not
mean?
sure. I think
Like
they
burn
recycle
them?
Okay,
parts.
so we recycle them, right?
They gotta recycle it.
So I don't know what they made into, but there's a lot of trash that you can't recycle. So where did that go? We just keep filling the earth, or like
Landfill,
once,
right?
yeah, landfill, right? So why can't we use that?
Landfill or the ocean.
Yeah, okay, so the ocean. So you know what I suggested before? On all these trash that's filling up the landfill and ocean, you know what we should do? We should shoot the trash into space. Okay? Let's just say
I like that idea.
yeah, so let's just say there's a
Yeah.
scientist out there that want to shoot a rocket in space, but like, well, there's a good chance we don't need that rocket back, right? Because we want to do an experiment. Great, do it. While you do that, fill all that rocket with
Take all the trash.
and then just shoot it outside the space, and then that rocket could go as far as it wants, and then whenever it stops, I don't care, because you know what? I'm not out in space, okay? So instead of messing this planet up, shoot the trash into space. I can't be the only person
We will
thinking
get
about this.
alien visiting very, very soon, much sooner if we do that.
Or
If aliens just piss off at us.
Maybe they don't want to come. Like, oh my god! Every time I fly here, and there's trash everywhere. This is fucked up. I don't want to fly through this. I just got my spaceship clean. I think it sounds stupid but brilliant at the same time, because even Cody said he liked it. Like, yeah, just shoot trash into space. There's gotta be
Yeah,
like,
you know the trash they dump into the ocean. The
Yeah.
fish end up eating those trash, and then we end up eating those fish. So
Yes,
at the
see?
end, we get harmed too.
yeah. So it's like, I guess whoever thought of this right in the beginning, right? They just never thought about the consequences. Like, hey, how's it gonna affect it? I don't care. That's Future Lamb's problem.
It's like how we're printing money now.
Yeah.
That's future lame, future me, future
Cody's problem. Yeah. Oh, our
Yeah,
kids'
everybody
problem.
Not
problem.
our current problem.
Yeah, it's not our current problem. We'll worry about later.
Biden probably has another 5 years or 10 years, maybe not. How old is he now? 80, 79?
77, right? Is he 77? 76?
What's the current average
Biden?
lifespan for a male human? Like 86?
Oh.
83? I don't know.
Does
I
it
think
matter the
females
country,
longer.
right? I mean, it is.
Let's do
81.
average, right?
Yeah.
Average. Come on.
Average. Let's see.
So motherfucker has a couple more years.
Yeah, 81. And in other countries it's 70 because I guess we have the best medicine here.
According to Google, 78.
78. Damn, 78 is
As of
good.
2018.
Average male human
78.5.
Damn.
Male, I
and
guess.
0.54. Is
And
that
2018. That's 2018.
that look like some stocks. 78.54. It's bouncing up and down.
Oh, for white
Well, it's
male.
getting higher.
You can
Well,
hold it for a couple
older.
of years.
Like stocks.
Yeah, it's gonna double soon.
Yeah, probably. I mean, like,
Wow,
I'm
I
pretty sure.
thought it was 80. For some reason, I swear I read somewhere it says 83 and 86.
Maybe a woman.
Woman
woman.
86,
Yeah.
male is 83, something
Hey,
like that. Women,
I think
women.
Asia.
In Asia?
It might be in Asia, right? For male Asian.
So we live longer?
Because Asians, I think Japan they have longest life expectancy or something.
Yeah. You think it's because their diet? They don't get to eat meat much?
They get to eat more fish.
Yeah, or just more fish. That's why
know.
Asians think fish are so healthy.
I thought like it's the protein and the glucose and all that shit you get from the fish meat, like omega-3 and all that other.
Oh
protein.
yeah, that makes sense. Omega-3, the fatty acid,
All
the good
that-
fatty acid. Yeah,
All this good, yeah, the good fat and shit. Yeah.
it makes sense. Like a lot of Japanese people live a lot longer, but then they have a problem about population though. They're not having sex. Oh, someone's coming back.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Ah.
I can see the high beam on your face. So, hey, you know what? Cody got the shot recently. How did you feel? So, out of all three of us, I'm fully vaccinated, and then tomorrow it'll be 2 weeks from my last second shot. So you have to wait 14 days, right? After your
1 month.
a month.
I just scheduled mine last night.
Oh, you scheduled your
Taking
session.
I'm taking mine on Tuesday, and then I went ahead and scheduled my second shot. It's
Oh,
on May 4th.
oh. What about you, Cody? How did your arm feel? Like, did you feel any sickness at all, or just the arm soreness?
First day was a little bit sore. Second day was the most sore, I guess.
Oh.
It's painful if I raise my arm up.
Yeah.
Is it
Third day
Moderna
it
you
goes
got?
up, and then
Which one
no, I
did you
got
get?
Pfizer.
You got Pfizer,
Pfizer.
okay.
What about you,
Pfizer.
Len?
Yes.
Pfizer. My parents got Pfizer too.
shit.
Their last shot is this Tuesday.
Oh shit! So I'm the first one between. I'm the only one getting Moderna.
Oh, you're getting a
My
Moderna,
sister
huh?
got Moderna too.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So if you two are alive and I die, that means Moderna sucks. Okay.
Or your blood type.
Put that on my hairstyle. Moderna sucks.
Moderna sucks. Well, I don't even know. I mean, I haven't looked into how well these vaccines work or what is the major difference. But then, all we need to worry about is just they need to do one thing. That's it. To not get infected.
Hey, Len.
Yeah.
Hold on, before we keep going. How did you get any side effect from the second shot?
No, I didn't. Oh, I was really tired the first day. Really tired.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
No fever?
No
Hey,
fever.
after you took the
Okay,
first shot,
good.
did they keep you out there for like a good 30-40 minutes just to make sure you're
The
not
first shot, I had to
reactive?
wait there for 15 minutes. What about you, Cody?
15 minutes? How about you, Cody?
Yes, same thing.
15 minutes? Okay.
Same thing.
Okay. Because I was told that some other people who took the shot told me that, oh, they're going to make you stay there for an hour.
No, mine just 15 minutes. But that's for
That's
Pfizer.
if you have an
though.
allergic reaction to
Yeah.
something else. No, that's if you have an allergic reaction to something else. They will want to monitor you longer.
Yeah.
Mm.
On the second
Otherwise,
shot,
it's
I didn't have
gone.
to stay. On the second shot, you don't have. They didn't make me stay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Cody, you haven't took the second one, right?
No, it's just another week, right? You have another week.
No, my second one's coming out in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh, 2 weeks. Okay.
Did you schedule it already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, April 13th.
April 13th. Ooh, you get your schedule. You know what they
Less
did
than
for
2
me?
weeks now.
They just let me know Thursday, like, hey, you can take the shot now. Like, what the hell? Yeah, they didn't let
So
my
I
parents
told
know.
I told my parents about me scheduling the shot on next week, and then she was like, "Well, did you get to choose Johnson and Johnson?" I was like, "No, I have Moderna." And then she goes, "Why didn't you choose Johnson and Johnson?" I said, "I don't think that's an option."
Yeah, I
She
don't
was like,
think they
"Yeah,
let you choose.
of course that's an option. When I scheduled mine, I got to choose." And then I was like, "Well, when I did mine, I didn't get to choose." And she's
Yeah.
like, "You should start looking around." I was like, "Mom, what do you think this is, a fucking buffet or something? You start looking around. I mean, am I buying insurance so I can price,
Or
compare
buying a
prices?
house.
I was like, by the time I look into the other website, all these bookings gone.
Yeah.
I got an FS. It took me since the 29th. I started trying to register myself for the past 3 days. I tried different time of the day. Yesterday, I actually have to set an alarm clock at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I had to set an alarm clock 1 o'clock in the morning so I can log into the website. I tried 12 o'clock. When I tried 12 o'clock, nothing changed. So I tried 1 o'clock. Yesterday when I logged in at 1 o'clock, a whole bunch of appointments available.
In the
But
middle
by
of
the
the
time I
night.
choose, yeah, by the time after I choose one, and then I try to register my wife at the same time, that hour was gone. I paid 5:30. I guess that's like the perfect time for everybody to get off work.
Where are you going to get your shot?
CVS.
Oh, CVS. Okay. And Cody got it at Kroger.
Yeah.
Kroger,
So
yes.
Is it like a clinic in Kroger? I was going to ask you that. Like, how did you, like, from all the places, right? I didn't think Kroger would be
Pharmacy.
an option. Kroger Pharmacy. Okay.
Pharmacy. Yeah.
Huh? I didn't think.
The
I didn't
pharmacy
know.
tech
I
give me
didn't
the
know
shot.
Kroger has a pharmacy.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't. I didn't know. I thought pharmacy is always like Walgreens, CVS,
Yeah.
Walmart, or
Ooh.
Target is also CVS, right? Target is considered CVS.
And
So
Cody, you don't get to choose,
Mhm.
right? It's like, hey, you schedule, and then you won't know what you're getting until you get there, or do they tell you beforehand?
I think I know it's either Pfizer or Moderna, but when I got there, it's Pfizer.
Hmm.
But if you use the vaccineinfo website
Oh, they'll tell you who
.com,
has what.
it tells you what location has what vaccine.
Oh.
when I registered my confirmation print, when I print my confirmation, it says on there, I'm getting
Moderna.
Moderna.
Huh.
Yeah, it says on there.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, but those it goes out really fast. Like they gone. Like I bet you I'm not the only one getting up at 1 o'clock and try to get the
Oh
appointment
yeah,
in.
I figured that too. If I tell my
Because
wife that, she'll
I
be like,
try
forget that.
7 o'clock. I try 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, and it was every time like 7 is always gone. So
Yeah,
then
you
I'm
gotta
like, man,
sign up
fuck this.
quick.
I'm gonna try 1 o'clock. Boom, right there.
Wow, I can't believe you try 1 o'clock.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a good
If
strategy.
if I wake up at 1 and nothing, I will try to wake up at 5. Like take an hour nap for 4 hours, and I wake up at 5 and try
Wow.
to see. Yeah.
So
I'm trying to get this done ASAP just to get it out of the
yeah.
way.
So do you think we would be? Well, I wouldn't say fully vaccinated because there's some people that won't get vaccinated at all. By July, that we would be in better shape.
This vaccine lasts six
Maybe.
months.
This vaccine lasts 6 months. So you're saying that in like what month is it? In
Mm-hmm.
October, how'd you get another shot?
That I don't know. Like
Maybe.
hopefully they try to vaccinate everybody. So I think that's what the strategy is. They think that in the next 6 months they would develop something better. I don't know. I mean, I don't see why. I don't understand why they try to rush this one. Maybe because they try to flatten that curve.
No, you know
I don't
why?
know.
It's because ignorant ass people they just want to take their mask off already and believe this is a hoax. Because you know what? If they can't see it, right, they're not gonna believe it.
Have you ever got coronavirus?
No,
Oh yeah, you probably won't want it either.
no, I wouldn't want it. No.
Cody got sick, but wasn't COVID, right? I got
But
COVID.
it was negative, but I don't know.
I my experience with COVID is I never got sick like that before.
Yeah, see, no,
I
can't
never
do
got
it.
sick like that before. I had a headache, like I'm talking about migraine fucking headache that lasts me 7 days. It
Yeah,
will not
see.
go away. It doesn't matter how much medicine I took. It's just ignored. Like this medicine just stopped working at all. When I lean left, it hurt left side. When I lean on the right, it hurt on the right side. If I lean like that, it hurt in the back. It's just, oh my god, it's bad.
Yeah.
You
Right.
feel like you got run over by an 18 wheeler, man. It's worse than got run over by an 18 wheeler. I'm telling you,
You know.
it's bad. Like I was constantly dehydrated. My body is sweaty. I have drips of sweat coming down my
Well, your
face
body's fighting it really bad then.
a whole day. I'm talking about 24 hours for
So
like 3 days.
So you guys been outside, right? So it's Good Friday, so my kids didn't have school, so me and my wife took the day off too, just to go out and do stuff. Well,
Are your kids I mean, not your kid, your wife vaccinated?
no, she's been looking too. So now you told me the 1 o'clock thing. I'm gonna tell her.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be like, "F that! I'm not waking up one more in the morning just to find the thing." She's looking though. She even texted Cody today.
Just stay up till 1, and then get the registration done, get the appointment in, and then go to sleep.
If I don't have to talk to you fuckers, I go to sleep right now because my dog's in daycare. I could have slept. I could have slept before my boys took a shower. I could have slept at 7:30. But I
Me
want to
too.
talk to you guys.
I could have fallen asleep. I could fall asleep right after dinner
Yo,
every
I
day.
could do it. I could do it before dinner. Like, hey, I'm kind of tired right now. We've been outside walking all
I don't.
day.
I don't want to feel like an old man. So I force myself to stay up every day.
Oh no, but I lost track. So I was at IKEA, right? And we need to pick up some stuff, and I still see people don't wear a mask. Oh shit! No, not even IKEA. Went to Walmart today. Still people not wearing masks, man. I think we had the vaccine just.
They
Well, the
can.
mandate was
The
left out.
company can.
They can, but what are they gonna do?
the company can mandate them to wear it. I mean, not mandate, but request them to wear it or no sub. I went to Chipotle a few days ago. One of my coworker wasn't wearing a mask, so the girl nearly called him out in front of everybody, like this line of people. Sir, you excuse me, put your mask on, please. You
So
have a mask? You have a mask?
I'm gonna
And
ask
then he
this in
put it on, right?
Chinese. Yeah.
He put it on, right? And then she was like, "No, I need you to put it all the way up to your nose."
So I'm gonna ask you this question,
She
Kelvin,
called him out like
in
that. Yeah.
Chinese. 他是不是黑人？
No,
Oh, okay.
no. he belongs to the 80% of the population.
So it's a dude. I know it's a girl. Okay.
he 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 belongs to 80% of the population with that red head.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
So that
Okay.
that red head,
Yeah, I do.
with
I do.
yeah.
Yes, I do.
and
It's a
and then
famous
he was
red
like,
hat.
yeah, and then he goes, I I thought we lift the what he said something like about I
The
thought we
mandate,
lift
yeah.
the mandate, the mask mandate. And then the girl just ignored him. And I told him, I said, hey, the business can still require you
Yeah,
to
the
wear it.
business can still. You could go outside,
Yeah.
in a public place and
Yeah.
not wear a mask.
Like when every places you go, when you walk in, until you sit at your table, you're required to have your mask on.
Yeah, yeah. Unless you're eating. Yep.
Yeah.
We went to eat
It's
breakfast. Everybody was wearing a mask until we sat at the table. I was the only
yeah.
a-hole where like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but I don't want to wear a mask. Yeah.
It's hard to talk with people when you're
It
wearing it.
is. So, because my kids are in school, right? Like my youngest one, if
Yeah.
I wear it a wrong way, if I put it under my nose, right, he would point out. He's like, "Daddy, put your mask back on," because at school they get the thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's
I don't
not
know.
tough. I mean, it's for everybody's own good,
It is for everybody's own good. Yeah.
I recently read something about that. But in Chinese, he said, shit, I forgot the term. 自私同 shit, I forgot what's the other term. It's like 自由同自私. Yeah, 自由同自私.
Oh, selfish and
It's freedom and selfish are just one word different.
yeah. It is
Yeah.
selfless
You
and
want to
selfish.
yeah, selfless and selfish, I guess.
Yeah.
自由自私.
Oh, GLGC.
In Chinese, 自由, freedom,
Oh yeah,
and
GLGC.
自私
Yeah,
is selfish.
Yeah.
So it's one word different.
Oh, it is
You
one
know?
difference.
Mhm.
So Cody, since you're about to get your second shot in a couple of weeks, right? Probably less than 2 weeks now. So I told Heather, like, I thought it was 2 weeks instead of a month. So right now I'm fully vaccinated, right? But I'm just wearing my mask for others. That's the selfless. Selfish would be like, oh, I don't have to wear a mask now. I went on one of my Facebook posts. This person, right, put, hey, can you all get vaccinated so I don't get sick? And I'm thinking, like, that's not how the vaccine works. You will still get sick. It's other people can still give it to you.
I
Like,
know. That's what people think.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
people think.
You can still die too, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
There's like 108 people got vaccinated, fully vaccinated, got COVID again, right?
Hmm.
And then I think 8 of them got hospitalized still, and then 2 of them died. They are fully vaccinated people, so
Yeah.
you can still die.
Yeah, it's not you're not invulnerable from it. It just you have a
Mhm.
95%
It helps,
chance.
but it doesn't get rid of it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not 100%.
I was told that the vaccine help your body to react to the virus differently, so
Yes.
it's not as deadly.
But not everyone is the same.
Yeah, not everyone is the same.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why some people still die from it. I mean, some people even die from the vaccine, not the virus itself.
Yeah, from the virus because I guess their body can't take it. It's just the body. You can never know.
Yeah, so there's a risk that we all took.
Yeah. How long
for
do you think
for
we
the
could
Yeah,
public health.
you know how the governor they raised the mandate deal. I feel like the governor politicians they don't understand this at all. That's why they left the mandate. The
I
max
think
mandate should not be left off at all.
it's just the money. That's all they care about. They
They
care
were
about getting revoted.
they said that because after the power outage from the snowstorm, ice storm, whatever we had,
Yeah.
they just trying to win votes, you
Yeah,
know.
they need to win votes back. That's it.
But so you know, Texas overall was still Republican, and all these Republicans don't like to wear a mask.
Yep.
Majority of them. So they all think that this
Mhm.
is stupid, you know.
For the
So they
audio
just try to.
listeners, this is not a political podcast. It's just this
Oh
personal
no, it
opinion.
is not. We just talk, you know.
We
We
just
we
talk.
have no political
No.
standpoint here.
We're just basically talking out
So,
of our ass, so don't get offended. Don't send bomb
mhm.
threats to my PO box. Cody lives at Cody Shang lives at 1245. Premier Lane. That's not a real address. I just
yeah.
made that shit up.
Premier Link, that's the is that the arcade place we used to go?
Yeah. Oh my god, you remember this? Premier Lane.
That place is so sticky, man. Everything's sticky. But we
Premier
want to play
Lane,
video game, we don't care.
Because,
We want to play.
just from what we talk about, everybody knows that we live in Texas, but just not one part, okay? I live in a city, some Texans are like, where the hell is that? I've been in Texas all my life. I had never heard of this city.
Hey, they see this right here.
Yeah, look.
Right.
Oh, that's a nice hat, I was going to say. I like that.
That's the
Maps?
city edition 2 years ago
Oh, okay.
when they came up with that neon green.
Yeah, Leon Green, I like that. The blue with the green.
Yeah,
It reminds me of the
that's
Mavericks.
the
I
two.
like it a lot.
It is the Mavericks.
Yeah,
It reminds me. No, it is not just.
I love the
reminder.
Mavericks.
I love
Yep.
them.
But, oh, what else have happened?
Oh, we never got done with that immigration shit.
Oh, immigration. So there's
Some-
more
something-
kids. Like,
Something I really wanna bring up
Yes.
about the immigration, the new policy, like how we are so generous with the people coming from the south of the country.
Mhm.
I mean, it's nothing against them, but as us Asian, we cross the ocean to get here, and for us to get here it's we not only we just because you can swim over. No, it's not like that. It's a requirement to be over. If we swim over, we get caught, we get sent back. They will probably lock us up at some center, immigration center,
until
and
they
then
send
we'll
you
probably
back.
be
Yeah.
there for a couple months, and then they send us back. I was told that some people send back, they give you $200 fucking go back.
They give you
Right,
$200 to go back? Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, something like that. It's like they put you on the plane and then $200 cash, boom, back.
So there's an incentive to go back. Wow.
I don't know, something like that. And so for us to legally get here, it took us a long time. I don't know about you, Lemon.
Oh, it took me a long time.
My family, we put in the application back in early '80s.
Oh, my mid-70s for my aunt.
Okay.
My aunt was the
Yeah.
first one in the States.
We're early '80s, and we didn't get approved to move to here until '94.
Yeah.
So in those 10, 11 years, I know what we have to go through. I mean, I heard. I mean, I was kid, but I heard about the stories. What my dad needs to. We have we have to show financial stability. So every few months or so, they would request they want to see your bank statement.
Wow.
Shit like that. And then
Like applying for a house or something just to live here.
and I don't know about my parents if they have to sign anything. Like make it like me personally when I bring my wife over here, I had to sign a petition that my wife would not be a burden to the U.S. government. Like basically, we will not be applying for any kind of benefit, any kind of government assist for my wife to come here. So basically, if I'm out of job, I cannot apply for any benefit.
So what if you do? Does it say what the consequences are if you do? Does you have to go back?
I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, but we have to sign the petition and submit with the basically when they process my wife application, this is one of the requirements they have me do. It's like the form it's a petition. I have to fucking sign for it, and I have to send it to my wife. My wife sign for it and send it back, and then I submit the paper.
Oh, that takes a long
So
time just sending it back and forth.
it took a long time. I don't remember if she signed it at the embassy
Yeah,
in
I was gonna
China or
say.
I don't remember like the process. I remember signing a paper like that. I was reading. I'm like, whoa. So basically, I am revoking my right as a U.S. citizen just to because I'm sponsoring her, right? If I'm sponsoring her, that means we won't need these help, you know. So that's why when I heard about the new policy, like how all these people come, fucking open door, everything's welcome. It's kind of upset me. Why we have to go through much tougher policy to to be here when dreamer, right? We want a better life, better dream too, we come here, but why are these people are getting in so easily, but while we have so many restriction and requirements. I mean, that was just me, but
Well,
I'm
but there's
glad
a
these
lot of
people are,
us that come here illegally too. Through boats and stuff. Do you think those
you know how much
what?
you know uh I shouldn't be telling you guys this, but they can pay to get a legal like a green card. I was
Yeah, yeah.
told 65,000 cash.
Wow. U.S. 65,000 U.S.
Yeah, 65,000 US,
Hey, you know what? That's how
and
good it is to be in this country.
it's legit too. It's like you get it done in the back door of some government building.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
some conspiracy shit. I don't know those people. I just heard stories.
Oh, no, no, no. I understand. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just heard stories too.
Hmm.
Wow. For anything for social security number.
That's how I got mine. 16.
You be careful, man.
No, because Cody, someone stole Cody's
I actually
identity
knocked on
before.
your door, bro.
Cody said he's stolen an identity before, so it's tough.
Yeah. That's why we kind of briefly mentioned about that at the chat in our chat. So that's why I'm really against opening border to the south because of how tough for us to get here.
Well, what do you think about the situation now that the people are just dumping their kids? Like I just saw a few days ago, like it was at night, right? So like it's over the wall or some kind of fence or whatever, and you see these two adults drop off these two kids. They're like 4 and 5. They only drop off
Send
the
them,
kids.
drop them back off on the other side
Just
of the
drop them
wall.
back on this side.
Yeah.
No,
You
why do you
know,
think
I
that they
mean,
do that approach instead of them coming? Do you think it's because we'll probably take the kids in until we have to send them
they
back?
they
I
have
mean,
their DACA shit, right? Is it what they call DACA, right?
yeah. What is DACA anyway? I never bothered looking
Something
into it.
about something about
Defer action for childhood arrivals.
yeah. So DACA, right there. Now the country's controlled by the Democrats, so that DACA shit probably activated. I don't know.
Mm.
It sucks. Everybody wants a better life. Maybe you know what we should do instead of like complaining about these. Like, maybe you should make your country better. Not just south of the border, right? Anybody want to come here illegally, right? There's a reason why they want to come here illegally, or just they want a better life, like we said, the dreamers thing. Maybe why is wherever country they come from such a piece of shit?
See, I mean, U.S. and Mexico are not union right now. And Mexico is not. Never mind. I was thinking about how in Europe you can just travel through between fucking country without showing passport, but
Yeah,
but
but
they're
not
union.
England anymore.
So
But not the British anymore
yeah,
because
England just left the union.
yeah, just like 2-3 years ago now, right?
Right?
It's been a while. They
Yeah.
voted for to leave the union too.
I don't know what the reason. I never. Like,
I mean, like, is there another country as high as U.S. that have a high illegal immigration problem? Can you name me another country that we know of? Or is it
Hong
because we
Kong.
don't? What do we Hong
Oh,
Kong
Hong
still
Kong is
have
not
that?
country.
Yeah, Hong Kong's not a
Oh
country.
yeah, of course. Everybody want to go to Hong Kong, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but besides that, besides U.S. like a big country like that, like is anyone trying to smuggle into Greenland or Australia? Or Chinese people are trying to
Everywhere,
smuggle into Australia.
everywhere.
There's gotta be a
They're trying to
reason, right? I mean, like
smuggle into
if
England,
you think about it, like if
Italy.
no one is trying to, I guess, sneak into Russia, right? I don't know. I'm just using Russia as an example. Like, can you imagine if no one trying to smuggle into the U.S.? There's a reason why, right? Would you where to go to smuggle into a nice hotel, or would you smuggle to a hotel that charges by the hour?
They are U.S. people just smuggle into other countries, but they were
Like
just
I call
trying to
spies.
escape. No,
Oh,
they
trying
trying
to
to
escape,
escape
yeah.
from the law enforcement.
So that's
走
the
就
same
走，
concept. So maybe
就
they're
走。
escaping from
Yeah,
something, you know?
yeah, always.
Yeah.
But
I don't
yeah,
think anybody try to take the time to understand, like, well, why are they coming over here? Because this country is great. This country is already great, you know?
I don't disagree, but
That's the reason why we're here.
mm, yeah, I don't disagree.
Except we do it the
That's a
legit way.
there's a reason why. I mean, U.S. is not the worst country, but I mean, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. I will put it this way.
You know what?
The
I bet you
taxation is
if like
bullshit.
if Mexico is
Like
next to
how
the
much
bed of Canada, right? They would probably experience the same problem.
still the tax system is the worst in
The tax system.
America. What a coworker and I were just talking about it today at lunch. We're like, dude, like he made during the Christmas season, like he made some extra hours, right? He said his check before tax was $4,500.
Wow.
After tax and after all the insurance and all that, he only got 3 grand. Like
So
they took out 1,500 for
for
tax and
taxes,
all kind of other shit. I was like, are you sure you took out that much? You sure you didn't fuck up on your W-4 or whatever? He was
so
like, this is crazy. No, no,
so
no. I
that's
was
the
like,
thing.
no.
Like I understand the piss off part, right? You make 4,500, you only got 3 grand after taxes, and the other thing is like, but then I still have to pay taxes. Like by April 15th, I never understood that because I never looked into it. How come they don't teach you that in high school or in school in general? Like, hey, you gotta pay taxes when you work, right? And then after you have to pay even more taxes, or you get a refund, or you pay too much taxes. How come
Wait,
no
what
one
do you
ever
mean you
try to
have to
make that?
pay?
Like, let's just say you pay your taxes
You're
every
making
paycheck,
you're
right?
making
So
you're
why would
making
I need to
more
fill
this
up the
year?
No, sometimes people still pay, or maybe they didn't pay enough while you're working from your job.
Yeah,
So how does that work? Like
tax
since
bracket.
you're taking the taxes from me, right off my
Yeah.
job, why do I have to fill up a tax
And
form
then
by April
and then
15th?
we have to pay tax for the food we purchase.
Yeah, like
we have to pay taxes for the shoes I bought
yeah,
with the money that I already paid taxes
we
for.
pay taxes on. That's right. So
Yeah.
no one how come where's the class for that? Because I would like to. It's probably a YouTube video now to explain how come I get taxed and then I get taxed again. Like how many taxes are there? How do I stop getting taxed?
That's what I'm saying. This taxation, U.S. taxes is all like bad. Like how are we is so much in debt right now? When we get taxed out of the ass like that.
I don't know. And then
but
people are
yeah,
complaining that don't tax the rich. I'm like, no, what? How do you not tax the rich? People
I
like
just think
poor
that
people cry for rich people by like, oh, Democrats are gonna tax the rich. Like, don't you want to be taxed the rich, or do you want them to tax you?
the problem is
I
this
just never
tax
understand that.
these people. I mean, we have too much like loophole in our tax law
Yeah.
that these mostly of these rich people they own businesses. So when they own businesses, they have different laws. Um, I don't know a lot of the detail, but they have way of avoiding paying a lot of taxes
Oh, you don't know the
because
loophole? You don't know the loophole?
no, I know there's a lot of loophole, but I don't have a lot of detail on how to do that.
I could tell you right now. Let's just say Cody has $1 billion company, right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm out of the country. Like they always like to use Cayman Islands. So Lamb is Cayman Islands. So for last year, Cody made $10 million in profit. Okay,
Yeah.
so he
Okay.
opened a fake company in my Cayman Islands. Then
Okay.
Cody tells you, the government, right? Hey, you know what? Lamb is charging me $10 million fee. So before I can report on my profit, right, I have to pay Lamb first, because I'm using that as a business expense. But that's a fake company. Bernie Sanders talked
So
about that. He's like, hey, this one building here, right, that owns like hundreds of thousands of businesses, okay, but it's only like 100 square foot building or something like that. It's something small. And you guys are
really,
not, yeah, you guys are not looking into this. I don't know what the size is, but all the rich people is basically like, hey, we gotta pay this. However, like whatever our profit is, right? That's what this company is asking for. We have to pay that fee, and that's how they get out of taxes. Because let's just
so
say,
business expense. It's a
yeah, it's a
write-off.
business expense. Yeah, that's how they keep their money.
Yeah, they break it even.
They break even.
So is that way we can do that to our own self-tax too? Oh, we can't do that. We're not business. We don't own a business.
You have to own a business. Then yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
We don't have the same loophole.
Damn.
I mean, we get taxed. The business don't get taxed until, I believe, after they find out your profits, which is always break even.
Hey, I was thinking if I have $1 million right now, how would I reduce my tax liability? I was thinking, is it possible to start an Airbnb business? You have an LLC, everything created, but you buy the house, right, and you depreciate the house on a yearly basis. Would that help with the tax? So the house is not is actually part of the expenses now, right?
Yeah,
If you talk about depreciation,
yeah, it's your
but house
expenses now.
don't really depreciate; they actually go up in value.
Oh
So
my
I'm
god,
not sure how this works. But I
I
was
don't
thinking maybe
either.
there's some kind of line here. Yeah.
Like when you say depreciate,
So I'll just keep buying property.
yeah. So since I moved in this here, it hasn't been a year yet, right? My house value already went up 50,000.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Good investment.
yeah. So let's just say my house was 250, right? When me and Heather started looking, I just looked last week, right? To get this same house is 50,000 more, just at just the base price. 50.
You know why?
Why?
You know why?
Why?
Because during pandemic, a lot of the building material like they are not. There's like a shortage in those,
Wood.
right? So
Yeah.
now it costs more to build houses. Yeah.
Yeah. Wood is
So
more.
that's why
It's a
your house
lot
is
expensive.
going up.
Yeah. Damn.
I bet your insurance went up too.
I don't know yet. It hasn't sent
Oh
me
yeah,
anything.
it's
Oh,
gonna go up.
it went up like $13, I believe.
That's
Probably
not
more
too
than
bad.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know it's monthly though, but like
Probably more than that. Yeah, I
yeah.
would say
You
so
you
too.
pay it. You pay that once a year. You'll find out on your
Yeah.
next.
Yep. On the
Mine
next
went
one.
from 900. Mine went from 900 to 1700.
Whoa. Damn.
I mean,
Holy
not
shit.
because the first year, I guess it wasn't a full year, and
Oh.
then
Oh,
it was a full year, and then also the value was, I don't know, they explained something like, oh, like the first few months it was just an estimated blah 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 blah, and then like they reappraise your house every year and all that
Yeah.
after the county and the blah 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 all that shit. Then when the true number comes, then it's gonna change.
Damn.
Mhm. Yeah.
Gosh. No, but I like to Cody's idea. Like I don't know how like the depreciation or like I wouldn't pick Airbnb though. You're right. I wouldn't know how to do this. You probably have to be several years into the game
It's
to
just
figure out the
something
math.
like a way, right?
Yeah. Oh, speak of Airbnb, have you guys watched this YouTube guy named Mark Robler? Am I saying his name right? He's the one who make a
Okay,
glitter
I don't know.
bomb.
Unfamiliar? No.
You seen
I
the
will, I
glitter
will not.
bomb, right? People steal
Okay.
packages and he make the glitter bomb. So you know what he recently did last week? He's trying to glitter bomb those scammers from the phone. You know how they call you and say like, "Hey, I'm calling from Amazon, and it looks like we charge you $20, so I'm gonna try to refund you $20, right?" So they want you to go into your bank account to see like, hey, so I want to make this transaction through. So, but instead of like $20, right, they look like they refund you $20,000.
Okay.
So they hack your like HTML code, right? To look at your bank. So if you have like $1,000 in your bank account, they can make it look like it's $21,000. But they only target like
Okay.
obviously old people. So what they want you to do is like, oh, you need to take that $20,000 back into my hands, or I'm gonna get fired. So they make these older people like the victims take out the cash, right, and send it to them like FedEx or something. Through this whole
Yeah, that's fucked up.
underground network from like it's mostly for people from India, but the mules that they use are from the
Yeah.
U.S. Dude, it's crazy. Like I
Yeah.
didn't even know that they can have
And it
technology
looks
like
more
that.
legit every day.
Yeah, it looks more
Yeah.
legit. It's just computer like.
You can't trust anything anymore.
No, you
Hmm.
can't. I can't believe when I'm watching this, but like these smart people figured it out, and then they're trying to stop those scammers. God.
Yeah.
Oh, Calvin is out for the second. Have to we don't have to wait for him to come back. What have you done this week, Cody? The same. Have anything different since the pandemic started for you? Just go out, buy food, stay at home, use a computer. Have you done any new routine like
Pretty
well?
much the same. So
Sorry, came back. I heard someone
was it
screaming
like
outside, so I was checking.
Oh, okay. I was just asking Cody, have our lives changed? Oh no, it shouldn't have changed, right? With all this time, we should have done something new with the pandemic. Like besides like, hey, during the pandemic I go to Walmart or a supermarket to get the supplies I need. What else have you done anything that's different at the house? Work?
then before pandemic?
Yeah.
Do you mean like improving my house
Or
or
anything.
my life?
Anything different. What have you done
Day
differently
trading.
since the pandemic?
That's for me.
Yeah. Well, day trading, yeah. So that's new.
Do day trading.
Because it's easy, you can do it at home.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Nothing.
Nothing has changed.
My life basically the same. So, well, during the pandemic, my wife was stuck in China. You know that, right?
Yeah.
She's stuck in China, so I was forced to get off for like at least like 4 months
Yeah.
until that
For childcare.
there was no childcare when the school restarted. I had to go back to work, and then for the first 2 weeks, so my parents were helping out, and then my wife made it back. So nothing changed. I mean, besides that time, I was experiencing how to for the first time how to smoke my own brisket.
That's
So
new. That's good.
I fucked up 5 of them. Not not that I'm master, but now I can at least get the smoke ring. You know that's
Oh, that's
the
good.
the red ring
Yeah.
around. So now I like after I smoke my brisket, I actually have that now. The
Ooh.
first 5 is like straight up just kind of like fucking piece of dead dry fucking right. Like my kids like, Dad, can we not eat this? You know? So I was like slicing it down and start giving out to people.
Oh, that's funny.
Like this point, like fucking Calvin's like, fucking making me try his like
Trying to kill us here.
experiences of his fucked up brisket. And I tried to roast a prime rib. Yeah, basically a lot of cooking that I never done back
Oh,
then,
that's
and
good.
now.
I mean, you did something new. I mean, it's just
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I'm more hygiene than I used to.
that
Um,
comes with the pandemic.
I used to. I mean, of course, I always wash hand, right?
Yeah.
But I never really used the
Soap?
hand sanitizer.
Oh yeah,
No,
you know what? I
the
don't use that.
hand sanitizer.
I didn't use the
Now
hand sanitizer that much either.
now I'm so. I guess I'm so used to it now.
Yeah,
Like,
I am too. You see this? This used to be brand new. Now I'm like all the way on the bottom on this sanitizer.
I have a small bottle like this that I carry with
Just
me,
yeah,
and then I buy a big bottle, those
Well,
big
that's
bottles,
yeah.
and then I will refill it. I refill it like every 3 days or so.
Wow.
So that's how frequent
Yeah, just make sure you sanitize. Yeah.
It's
crazy.
weird. Like I didn't do that before. Now
Before
it
this,
became a norm. So
I
I'm
didn't
so
use
used
the
to
hand
that.
sanitizer either. My wife always did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
my
I had
wife always
no.
did. Yeah.
I had no habit of doing that. Like my kids are now doing that too.
Yeah.
I guess they saw me doing it, so they were doing it too.
Yeah. Just hand sanitize. Wow. Remember there was a period of time when there was no toilet paper, no hand sanitizer. That was
Oh, that
crazy.
was retarded.
That was crazy, right? Can you imagine we tell this to ourselves in the future? Remember there was a time that you couldn't find toilet paper. I was like, what? This sounds so stupid. Remember that shit? 2020 March, like end of March, there was no
Yeah,
toilet paper.
there was no toilet paper and not any kind of paper. Like
Yeah.
oh, I was able to manage to find those like square party napkins. And then I bought a couple of boxes of the do wipes.
Yeah. Oh
You ever heard
yes.
of the do wipes?
Yeah, this
It's
two
like
wipes.
the
Baby
wet
wipes, but for men.
napkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for men, but it's flushable.
Yes.
So
Well, they
yeah, I
say it's
still have that
flushable,
fucking.
but it's a
I never
warning. Like you
tried.
only can flush one at a time. You cannot like flush three at a time.
But have you tried to use it though?
Not the do
I
wipes.
mean,
I use flushable wipes.
it breaks very easy.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. So
Oh,
when you pull it,
you
if
gotta
you
be
pull it
careful.
too hard or if it caught with the other one, it rips.
Oh, that
So
sucks.
I guess in a way it's good for flushing
Yeah,
because it
it
breaks.
breaks down easily.
Yeah, it breaks down. So yeah, I'm still using them. I bought like fucking 3 boxes of that shit.
Oh, that's good. You're still using the do
So
wipes.
so by the time I found toilet paper again, I only burned down like maybe a quarter of one box. Because when I got the do wipes, I still have some toilet paper at home, right?
Yes.
So I was using those do wipes as something I carry with me because I get that a big pack, you
Yeah.
can take it with you everywhere.
You know,
So I use those.
toilet paper wasn't the only thing on shortage. Wasn't there a shortage of those surgical masks too? Like the mask was all sold out too.
Were you able to get masks at the beginning?
Well, I had masks because I was in the hospital, so I had the mask from the hospital, which was the same thing. Yeah, we did. My
No,
parents had masks.
N95,
Yeah, N95.
not K,
Oh no,
not
no N95.
KN95, N95.
No, didn't even know that was a big thing back then.
So my wife was stuck in China and she was telling me, you need to get masks, you need to get masks when no one here was talking about masks.
Yeah.
The reason why my wife told me to get masks because there are people here that those toy tower.
Oh.
Those people who help, who buy here and ship to China.
Yeah, so China.
They
Yeah.
were basically buying every single N95 they find and
And
ship
then
to
sending
China.
it back. Wow.
They sell them to China. Like people who buy them because they couldn't find it in China. So it was a huge big item. So I was able to get a bunch of them on Amazon. I'm talking about the formal one with with the strap and all
Yeah.
that shit. I paid $2 each.
Whoa. Each
Yeah,
box.
and then I paid $2 and those are like legit N95. And after maybe a week or maybe 3 days, 5 days later, each one of them was sold on Amazon for $38.
Dang.
Yeah,
Wow.
I stacked like 50 of them.
Oh, shit.
I
Yeah, so
never I
you.
never sold any of them. I used them.
Oh,
I
so
used
so
them.
you fucked it up. No,
Yeah,
the other thing
I
was
mean
on
I
short
still
was coins, like money coins, was on shortage too.
no one was using money.
Yeah, no one was using money.
No one was using. I just recently cashed out a bunch of them.
Oh, you did? So you're helping
Like
the
three
economy.
hundred, $300 worth of
Yeah,
coins.
$300 in coins.
Yeah, I still have.
Damn.
I didn't count all of them. It was too much. It was too much.
Mm-hmm.
I counted a full box, a box of pennies,
Man, I can't
$50 worth.
remember the
I mean,
last time I used
$25 worth.
coins or used cash. Well, if you buy something from Facebook Marketplace, you sometimes use cash if they don't use Venmo. Wow.
I don't know how that shit works.
Venmo?
No, Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, it's easy. It's just like a better Craigslist in a way. Unless you never use Craigslist either.
Yeah, you can see everything.
Yeah.
I never find anything on
All the same.
Craigslist that's interesting.
Oh, yeah, it depends. I guess I usually buy camera equipment and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, but I
did
haven't used
Cody,
QuickList at all.
did you have any N95 mask, or you just using the thin
Cloth.
medical one? That's
Yeah, the medical
no,
one.
like people, the medical one and the cloth are basically used,
Useless. Okay.
but yeah.
Mm.
So you're saying that to this day we should still use N95 mask?
I mean, I have a bunch of them. Why not?
I have the
I mean, what am I gonna do with them 6 months later?
filter that you could put in those masks, like the cloth one. The cloth one has a
Oh,
pocket.
the PN 2.5,
Yeah,
the
yeah. Is it
cabin
PN two
filter
point
mask,
five? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cabin filter. Yeah, I have those too.
Ah. Well,
So
you're really
so
careful.
oh yeah, I believe it's real. Let's
Oh, I
put it
believe
this
it's
way,
real too.
because my wife was stuck,
Yeah.
and you know how China was back those days, like they nearly shut down. I'm talking about like shut down, not like here. You know, here still people going out. Like China was shut down. No one's on the street.
Have you guys read anything about like another country shutting down? Like the last thing I read was like Germany might be facing another shutdown or something. But I haven't followed up on any of them.
Europe, it's in Europe.
Is
Yeah.
in Europe?
I think they're
Damn.
gonna do 1 more month.
One
Yeah.
more month? Which country? Damn.
It's probably over by now.
Oh.
I think
I had
I think
I had
British
a
was closing.
coworker. A coworker just recently went back to Romania, just from Romania, and on Facebook we asked her, hey, so when you come back, she was like, I don't know. She actually moved her ticket forward because they were about to shut down Romania.
Whoa.
So she came back 2 weeks ago, because she was afraid that she wouldn't be able to come back. So
So
she moved forward.
why is there needing a shutdown for those countries? Is it because like people don't want to wear masks there, or just getting out of hand?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Don't they
know.
have
I'm not
like a
sure. I think the new
new
variant.
virus?
Oh, new variants. Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. I love that we're talking about so much COVID. Just it's never gonna go away. Even the
No, it's not even. It's not ever gonna go away. That's
no,
why
never gonna go away.
this vaccine is only last 6 months. So are we gonna take another shot after 6 months? You know,
So
that would be the question.
so stop Asian hate will never go away.
Mm, they
Stop
trying to.
Asian hate.
Yeah, I really don't think there is such thing, to be honest.
What I mean?
Asian hate.
Stop Asian hate. I don't understand.
I don't ever. I think it's just the simple racism everywhere, just like for the past
Oh,
20, 30, 50, 100 years.
it's just the same.
Like, yeah, I think it's been just the same. They just have another reason to call you out on something,
Hmm.
you know. And I mean, it's just simply racism.
Mhm.
And like you said, now that people can video.
Yes. So hey, you know what? Now I want to
So
ask Cody about the background for the Oshman story. What happened? What happened at Oshman's?
So I never told you this, right? I don't think.
No, I never heard of this.
Okay. I think it was. I'm pretty sure I was in college here, and so back in Auschwitz, it's like me, a bunch of black people there, white people there, and they're all cool with me, right? So one day, this new guy, his name I remember his name Andy. So I trained him right in the beginning, and he seemed like a cool guy. I was like, okay, this guy's cool. And then out of nowhere, one day, like he started making fun of Asian language. How they make fun of Asian language, like ching chong, and blah blah.
Yeah.
So he was mocking me. Right? I was like, so I didn't think much in the beginning. I thought it was just joking. Maybe he think we're close. Now we're joking around. I was like, okay, what are you doing? But then it just start to feel weird. Like it start to turn hostile to me at the end.
Wow.
And but I was still being cool with him, right? And one day he was we got out of work, and then he purposely drove by me like fast, like he was driving a truck, right? And he just drove by me very fast. If like I don't know, how how you see those movie like those people in the movie that rednecks, They try to purposely just try to scare you. Yeah, you feel like that to me at that time.
Wow.
So that's when I realized, okay, this I don't think he was joking. I think he really don't like me or something. So but I didn't do much. Okay, until that one day, right? At the customer service, I was in the customer service picking out returns to bring back to the department, and he was scheduled to work on that day at the customer service. So he came in again. He started mocking me with the language again, the Asian language, like Chin Chong, those bullshit. So I was like, okay. So at that time, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna put up with this anymore. In my head, I was like, do I kick his ass to lose my job? So I was debating in my head for a little bit, okay. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna stand down anymore. So I basically just, I told him, okay. So at that time, there are people start to show up at that area. I think there's a customer there, there's a manager there. So I was like, okay, hey, you got a problem with me, right? You wanna just settle this in the parking lot? And he didn't say anything. He didn't do anything. He just keep pretending he's still busy working. But on that day, I was ready to kick his ass.
Whoa.
But nothing happened. Nothing happened, and nobody even know. Nobody at the work even know what he did to me. I didn't tell anybody.
Wow.
Yeah. And after that, I can't remember. I don't think he did that shit to me anymore after that. Yeah.
Damn.
So I've been through this kind of bullshit before too. Not recently, but yeah, it's a long time ago. But I would say I agree with Kelvin. Racism always exists.
Yeah.
It's just like this time, they use this pandemic as a perfect example, reason to start more shit with us.
Wow. Yeah, I never heard that story. I just wonder what happened to guys
Yeah.
like that.
I don't know. The one that did that to me, he got suspended for 2 weeks.
Well, Cody was there too.
And then
I
I
think we
punched
all
him in the
suspended.
face. I punched him in the face real hard. And then I punched him on the right side, and then his left face hit the locker. Bam!
Didn't you grab his shoulder first? I remember, right? You grab his shoulder, and that's how you were able to punch him on the right side. That's so messed up.
No, I pressed his chest.
Oh, he pressed his chest.
I push and hold him and the locker, and it just go bam. You know how the black guy in that video hold down that Asian man
Oh yeah,
like
the
that?
subway. Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of
Yeah.
hold my target still, so I don't miss.
Oh shit. Damn. Then how did Cody hit him? Who hit him second? Was it Lewis?
No, Cody hit me.
No, we didn't hit him.
Really? So we're just Calvin?
No, me and Luis were on the side ready to fight his friend because we were thinking that his friend got jump in.
Okay.
But nobody on his side jump in. It just Kelvin, that guy.
Oh,
Alan.
okay. So how come you guys were suspended?
Yeah.
I don't
Because
know.
we're part of it.
How can you be a part of it? You guys didn't
We were
hit
there.
anybody. Wasn't anybody else
Oh,
there?
dude, I worked him well. He was well served.
So, it wasn't a locker room, right? It was like after PE or something.
in the PE locker room.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
PE locker room.
I fucking picked up the whole trash can and throw it at him.
Holy crap.
Like the movie.
So you were just beating his ass. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I was beating his ass.
So do you still remember that, Cody,
like
to
I
this
said,
day?
he well served.
So do you remember like the image?
Yes, I remember.
Cody hit me.
Well,
I remember Cody
I don't
hit
know.
Cody said he hit him, but do you remember that?
I hit you? How?
me. Yeah, you hit me. I think you tried to hit him, but you missed.
How?
You fucking hit me. I remember.
Really?
So
I
that
don't remember
somebody
that.
slapped me in the face. I was like, it was Cody.
Cody was pissed too. You know, I think these people, they just try
pissed at
to,
me.
they think they can intimidate us, but then, when you stand out, right, they didn't know what to do. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn. So Lewis didn't hit anybody, right?
That's why if you don't do shit to them, they just keep on going.
Yeah, they keep
They
on
think
going.
you're not gonna do shit
Yep.
anyway, so they just keep on going.
I know.
I don't know, but I'm not trying to talk down on anybody. But my uncle always told me that they they talk shit, but they're like an A. They look tough on the outside, when it's hard on the outside, but once you smash it, it's nothing.
It's
They
nothing.
they
Yeah, a
soft.
lot of them. Yeah, a lot of people.
They soft. Most of the people.
Most of the people. I can't say all of them
What
because some of
they
them.
don't
Yeah.
like confrontation isn't something easy to handle,
Yeah.
especially when it's in front of your face and it happened in a split second. Not anyone has the experience to handle shit like that.
Mhm.
If you're the initiator, like you, the first one who started it, you usually can handle it well better than the person who is receiving.
Yeah. Wow. Damn.
So at that time, that guy was basically doing the ching chong shit in the class in front of everybody. But I didn't know any English. I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't even pay attention to him until like later on. I always like hear him like screaming over. So I asked Chad. I said, "What the hell is this guy saying?" But in Chinese, or some really broken English. I was like, he's making fun of you, man.
Oh.
Like I was like, what do you mean? Like Chad tried to explain it to me, and then like you don't know the English, so you couldn't understand. I said, why didn't you tell me the whole time? And then Chad was like, well, I don't think I forgot what he said. Something like, he doesn't think that it would matter to me because I couldn't understand. But I was thinking, I'm like, man, this is fucked up, So that very same day, when I got into the locker room, I confront him.
Wow. So Chad spoke Chinese to you? I didn't even know he spoke Chinese.
Very, very little.
Very little. Was he speaking Cantonese? Oh, okay. I think I remember he speaking. I think you told me that.
Yeah, very little. Very, very little. Oh. Yeah.
Wow.
I think my kids spoke Cantonese than Chad.
Oh, well, yeah, because, well, you know what I was thinking? I think I was in William High School. I thought I was with you, Cody, or maybe I was with Jackie. These black girls made fun of us. They did the same thing, ching chong chong, even though we were speaking English.
I remember that, but I think I remember that incident, but I can't remember the detail right now.
Yeah, I can't remember the detail because I was with you then.
I think it happened. Yeah.
Yeah, it did happen because I still remember that to this day. Yeah. And then I remember what Jackie said. Like, cause since they were saying ching chong chong, right? But then, they don't know what they're saying. They're making fun. So you know what Jackie's idea was? You know what we should do? We should go over and fuck them. Because we could say that, like, that's what they're saying to us. That's what they're saying to us. They're like, oh, they said we can do it, so let's go do it. Because I think he was really pissed off too, Like, how do you get back at these girls that were making fun of us? Well, we should try to fuck them. That's the only thing. Because what they're going to be, like, you're not thinking straight. Like, hey, they said they could, you don't know. You can't validate what they say or what we say.
Like, okay, I don't encourage you, like, to, start, like, violence.
Yeah.
Shit, like, beating them back, beating them up and stuff like that. I don't encourage that, but I think you should say something.
Yeah, just say something.
You should say something to let them know, hey, it's not okay to you do this to me. Yeah. At least we speak up, that's what I feel.
But not in a trashy way.
Did I tell you the UTD one?
No. What's the UTD one?
Okay. So I was
sorry coming out.
Yeah, I was walking with my. Okay, this is even worse, but to me it wasn't that bad because I didn't understand it. Okay. So I was walking with my friend right at that time, and we had class together many times, and we were walking on to another class, and this random white guy right, he was playing football, throwing football with somebody else. This random guy just came up to me. He handed me the football. He was like, hey, you want to play this? You want to throw this? This is flat. That's what he said to me. So I was like, I don't, no, it's okay. I'm not in the mood. I don't even know you. So I just like, no, it's okay, thanks. So I just keep on walking, right? But my friend was like, okay, hey, you're just going to take that? I was like, what do you mean? He just said the ball is flat. He basically, I guess that's a racial term. I don't know if you guys understand this term. When they say something flat, is that making fun of our face or what?
Oh.
Because I didn't understand that.
I didn't understand that either. I didn't understand right now either.
Yes.
I still don't understand.
I didn't do it.
It doesn't make any sense at all. So
it doesn't make sense to me either. So was your friend Asian also? The friend you were walking with?
He's from he's from Middle East.
Huh.
But he told me that was a racial remark.
For
But
Chinese
I
people?
didn't understand it,
See.
so I didn't do anything. I was like, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's I guess it's talking about your flat like
No,
face
your
or
face.
eyes or something.
Like we have a
I don't know
pancake
what.
face.
But you know what? To me, I feel like that guy's being hostile, right? Because I don't know him. Why he come over to me telling me if I want to throw football, and then he specifically tell me the football's flat. I mean, what's the point?
He probably thought it was funny that the football's flat.
That's the thing. I didn't understand that, and then till now when you explain to me, it still doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So who's the idiot in my eye? Him.
Yeah, who is an idiot? Because I don't even understand what you're saying to me.
I don't even understand what the hell you're trying to say.
And I'm like, what are you doing on a college campus, dumbass?
You know, so don't fucking tiptoe shit bullshit. Just fucking tell me in my face. You know, just stop tiptoeing. You know?
Yeah. Why you making a joke like you think everyone understanding what you mean? Yeah, I didn't understand that flat comment either. I didn't even try to find. I couldn't even find it. Where this day and age.
I never heard of it before.
Yeah, I mean neither. Like flat. I don't. Is it because our face looks like a pancake? I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So still,
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Official. Yeah.
Maybe he was trying to be funny. Maybe he was high.
So that's my story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Racist.
You know when people say Chinese language when they don't understand it, it sounds like ching chong, right?
Yeah.
What do English sounds like to you when you couldn't understand it?
I don't know. I never make fun. Like I don't think it's up to us, right? Like Chinese people as a culture, we never actually make fun of another language unless it's Japanese people, I guess, and Indian people, right?
We make fun of.
What do we say? Hi.
Cup.
Oh, I never heard that.
Thai is like. Oh, and then Vietnamese, we always use follow the night.
Oh, yeah. Just what they say.
That's because of the announcement. Because of the announcement.
Yeah. Do you think this is the same as Ching Chong?
I don't know. Like, when I first heard English, I never thought of what it sounds like. It just sounded I couldn't understand.
Yeah, I just think I don't understand.
I never try to imitate that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
No,
I think it's really fucking... I think it's really dumb, to be honest.
What, to make fun of another language?
To make fun of another language that you don't even
understand, right? Yeah.
You know? But it's okay. You know? Who cares? It's their life. I live mine, he live his.
Yep. But we say that now, but it wasn't like that when we're younger, right? Like when we're in 16 and stuff. It's just back then when you're younger. You know?
Well, my case was that guy was straightly cursing at me.
Yeah, he was cussing at you.
I was told that guy was cursing at me the entire year and making fun of me like how I don't understand English. And like he was saying shit like I'm cursing in his face and he doesn't even know what I'm talking about. Like shit like,
Now he does. Now, you think you change his life, Kelvin? You think you change that guy's life? Like I'm not gonna make fun of another person that doesn't speak English again.
I don't know. He might hate Asian even more after that.
Yes, you never know. You think he would be hate Asian more, or he would be scared more? Because he got his ass handed to him, right? Like you said, you do a trash can. I won't say
I mean I might have exaggerated a little. I did hit him a few times, but he's not like knocked out or anything, Yeah. He managed to get out and call his friends. I don't know how, but he got a couple of friends that suddenly just show up coming up. I chased after him, right? I went outside, his friend came. I was ready to go 1-on-3. There were 2 more, yeah. And then the teacher came out.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what happened at, where did you guys go after that? That should be interesting because Kelvin, you had no idea what's going on, right? When they say like, well, we caught Kelvin doing this, you could probably guess what they're saying. Like, did they have to get it? Was there a translator for you at all? No, right?
No, you were translating for us in front of the principal. You don't know.
I was?
Yeah, you're the only person who was the whole time we were.
Holy shit, I don't remember.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we couldn't speak English, like, we basically blame it on we don't know English, so we don't know what you're talking
That's a
about.
good. That's a
We
good
basically
excuse.
we blame it on that guy. Someone told me that he was making fun of me.
Hmm.
Whole year,
Man,
the
I don't
whole year
remember.
he made fun of me.
You know
It was
what I?
2 weeks.
You know
It
what
was
I
2 weeks
remember?
before the final week too.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks before. I remember that was almost to the end of school. You know what I remember? I remember the first thing after it happened. Alan came up to me. Alan came up
Hmm.
to me like, "Hey, they fought the guy.
They fucked the guy up.
They fought the guy." I'm like, "What?" That was like Alan was looking for me, man. He was like, "I need you to find Lamb. I need you to tell me what happened." I remember the faces perfectly. Like
the
Alan was
the
in
new
shock.
the new the new Hong Kong guy
Yeah, like, oh my god,
causing trouble.
they beat up the black kid. I'm like, who's they? Man, I don't remember translating for you because Lewis was there, right? Well, Lewis was new.
Yeah.
Well, he was new in 10th grade. I met him in 9th grade. Oh my gosh. I don't remember
Yeah.
translating for you at all.
Here's the thing: when you're a foreign student, you're pretty peaceful most of the time.
Yeah, because you don't
I
know what's
would
going on.
say because we don't know what's going on. We're not trying to cause any trouble. You know, if we got into trouble, it was trouble look for us.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess the principal, I got suspended for 3 days.
Yeah, you all did. All three of you.
I I think that motherfucker got suspended for 2 weeks.
He got suspended because we probably got in trouble for cussing or something.
we no we took the 3 days first,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
and then after us, then he go on his 2 week suspension. So he tried to separate us, you
Yeah.
know. And people were telling me like where I punch him, he had like a fucking band-aid and shit, like it's all swole up and
Oh,
everything.
damn. That's
For
fucked
the
up.
yeah, and it like well, I was in the hallway. A lot of people came up to me and go, "Man, good job, man. We hate that motherfucker." Like apparently no one likes him in the school.
Well, because he probably act like other, not just to you. He probably act like that
Hmm.
to other people too, even if they speak English.
Yeah. And I remember the last day of school, right? You know where we I sit and wait for people to pick my parents to pick me up.
Yeah.
The last day of school, all these black kids, all his friends came to where I was, and they were just surrounding me.
Wow. What?
Yeah, we all left. I was by myself, and then my brother forgot to pick me up that day. I remember
Holy
because
shit.
I waited till everybody's gone. I was the only one sitting in front of school. I'm like, what the fuck? I waited here for like an hour, like 2 hours, hour something. My brother never showed up, so I walked back home. When I got home, I had no key. I didn't have the key, so I have to knock. My brother fell asleep.
Oh my
He was
gosh.
napping at home. I
Damn.
walked home that day. I remember that all these kids were
Yeah.
surrounding me, and then I turned around. I said, "You okay?" I remember I said that to one of the kids. I said, "You okay? Your friend okay?" You know, I knew they were they trying to intimidate me. You know, so I was like, oh okay, you guys want to start some shit on the last day, you know. I was like, if they I was ready to get my ass kicked because they were like fucking do like 15, 20 of them.
Damn.
And I was by myself. You all motherfuckers took off. You left. He left. He left. Fucking Lewis left. I was thinking, man, motherfucker, like last day.
I remember me and Alan used to ride our bikes to school. So,
Hmm.
wow. That's intense.
Mm. Yeah, the last day was pretty intense. I mean, he wasn't there though. All his friends were there.
Oh, just his
Like,
friends. Okay.
yeah, like 15, maybe 20 of them. Like that
Gosh.
corner was never. They were always in the front or on the outside, but they all came to my side on the left side. We always like, we're gonna
Yeah, yeah.
wait on the left side.
Towards, I guess, the end of the school or whatever. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like
Wow.
they were all there. I was by myself.
Damn.
Yeah. I guess they were waiting for
Mm.
us in a whole group so they kick all our ass, but then like you all took off. I'm by myself. So then they feel like, okay, it's
Well,
shitty that we
they
totally
didn't
beat
do
up one
anything,
guy.
They probably
No, they
didn't do
now didn't
anything,
do
and
anything.
like, man, like this guy can fight, so I don't know what to do. I'm just standing here for support. If shit goes down, I'm running home too, because you don't know what they're thinking, because they're young too, like 15, 16. What are you gonna do?
Dude, they all like fucking 6 feet tall, dude. All these black kids. Even they in high school, ninth grade, they're like fucking 5'10", 5'9", and I was like short little fucking Asian. You think I'm not scared? I'm scared too. You know? Shit.
Because he was
Fucking
short,
Cody
right?
took off.
That
Fucking
kid,
Cody took off. Louis
wasn't
took
he
off.
short? The guy the kid you beat up.
It's
No, he wasn't sure.
He wasn't
he
short.
was taller than me, like half lane. Like
Oh,
I was
really?
like maybe 5'5". He's probably like 5'7", probably
Oh,
5'9",
okay.
5'10".
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
Racist.
crazy. Dude, punching hair is like punching coconut. I'm telling you, my hand was hurt.
Ooh.
Mm,
Yeah.
He got hurt. That's why they,
crazy. We talk about that shit.
I know, right? It's just.
That's like 28 years ago.
Oh shit! It's 28 years ago.
Is it 20? 20? Yeah, 28 years ago. 90? No, 27. 20,
95?
1996, right?
No,
95, 94,
no,
94,
96. We graduated in 97, so it's like 94. Yeah, 94, 95.
94.
Wait. Oh, it's even longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 94.
Yeah, it's like
94
about
is
28,
like,
26.
yeah,
Like, oh my
27 years ago.
Damn.
Oh man.
We old, man. We old.
Well, yeah, I guess in a
So,
way.
so we come from, we're part of us. We still link to our homeland. So we think different than the Asians
No,
that
yeah,
grew up
we
here.
still think from the homeland a lot of times.
Yeah, we link to a lot of things that back in the day, like where we're from, like how things work over there.
Yeah, still go because we grew up that way, right? Because that's what we learned when we were young. I mean,
So yeah.
I
I
remember
mean,
what
to
Cody
me,
said about his sister and my wife. I'm like, wow, they act the same way because they've been here the whole time. It's different when you live in the U.S. the whole life. You don't want to come
yeah,
over here, okay?
there are things that they don't understand, like what we've been through.
Yeah, like
Especially the time I came, that triad shit in Hong Kong was like in the worst time. Like basically every kid in school, in some ways linked to triad in
wow,
Hong Kong.
they know how to recruit.
If you're not part of the gang, you the nerd that people always pick on. It's like fucking prison, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, if you're not in a group, like linked to this group, then you get your ass kicked. People come and steal your lunch and shit. It's like prison. Yeah, seriously, fucking school in Hong Kong is like fucking prison.
Well, where did it get so bad? Triads and and stuff.
Yeah, and then during the time, that's when Guwa Zai and all that shit starts to rise.
Yeah.
The movie, because all these comics talk about they heroic the character. Chen Ho Lam. He's a goddamn hero, but he's try it, right?
陳浩南啊，陳近南，陳浩南。
陳近南係天地會嘅。
天地會啊，林定基。
反轉個味。
Oh goodness, man. Well, unfortunately, our time is up. It's like an hour and 50 minutes. I'd like to keep it under 2 hours this time since we're on Spotify. Yeah. So I'll talk to you guys next week.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Good night, man. I'll talk to you guys next week.
Cool. Night.
Thank you for tuning in on this episode of FCP. If you like what we talk about, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts by commenting below and let us know. See you guys on the next one.
看什么看？没见过这么帅的老大。